Hey, yeah, hey everyone. This is Kelvin. I started another channel for my metal like music collection. So I wanted to do it just separate from like the podcast channel, just because I think the podcast is kind of its own thing where, talking to, bands and promoting bands. This is just going to be like for like my CD collection. I also have some tapes and some records. And yeah, I've been collecting for a long time, ever since I was in high school. So going on over 20 years now, like pretty much over half my life now has just been like collecting albums from like metal, mostly metal. I have some other non-metal albums, but majority I'm just gonna, show off some of these. So for this first video, I wanted to just show off some of my CDs from like Native American indigenous bands, or Rez Metal, as some people call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start showing off some of these albums. So I do have a couple of like bootleg ones that I made myself, but still I just want to talk about them. So this first one is Asteroth, Darkness and Beyond. So this is kind of like a underground classic, I guess you could say, within the indigenous metal. This came out in 2017. It's a Navajo band. So they're from, I believe they're from Flagstaff when this came out. And so this is black metal, very like melodic, almost reminds me of like Immortal, like the Sons of Northern Darkness. Yeah, like you can find this on like YouTube and stream it, I think, through the Metal Cave Zine channel. And I also tried looking up for physical copies, and I think some people sell them on eBay for like 25 bucks or something plus shipping. But I have the original CD. This was given to me by one of the members of the band when I was living in Tucson, Arizona. I was going to school at the University of Arizona, and there was a movie screening for this like low budget film called like Turquoise Rose, and one of the guys that was watching that or was attending was wearing a death symbolic shirt. And then I approached him, and we were just talking about death, and then he like gave me the CD. I lost the original like CD case with the booklet, so I had to kind of put together my own. So you can see I made a track listing, and then I just printed this out on black and white, and then I had like went over it with a blue highlighter. So it almost, represents the original album. But it's fucking sick. Like I would say, yeah, I would definitely recommend it as like one of the like classics of the little niche genre of Rez Metal. Next, this one's pretty well known. This is Black Braid, the first Black Braid album. This came out last year, 2022, and was one of my favorites of last year. It was my favorite like black metal album. And this is a cool like CD gatefold. Really cool album. If you haven't heard Black Braid for whatever reason, Black Braid is a one-man black metal. He describes it as indigenous black metal from the Adirondack wilderness, and I believe he's kind of from the Mohawk tribe or Mohawk people. But yeah, so Black Braid's going to be on the Decibel tour this year, and I'm really planning on going. I got my ticket for the Albuquerque show, so I'm looking forward to seeing Black Braid live. And I have the vinyl record, and I'll probably show that in a separate video. And then this is Death Mantra. This is Mantras of Death. This is a thrash metal band from the Navajo tribe. Yeah, so here's the dudes. Yes, Death Mantra, like I said, is thrash metal. I would say, yeah, if you like Municipal Waste or Havoc, yeah, definitely like Death Mantra kind of like reminds me of that. There's only 5 tracks, but it's really good, really good. And I believe you can stream it like on Spotify too. So it's a pretty awesome album. And then next is the band it's like a self-released CD with 4 tracks. And this is a death metal band from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I believe some of the members are like from like the local tribal area out in Albuquerque, and not sure exactly which, like one of the pueblos. But yeah, this is this is 4 tracks. And if you like, death metal, like brutal death metal, yeah, definitely check it out. I got this when they were opening for I believe they were opening for it was over the summer. Oh, Jungle Rot. Yeah, I think they were playing with Jungle Rot, and I got this. So pretty sick. Hoping to see them live again. I've seen them live a couple times around Albuquerque. But yeah, let's check out some I. Next, this is pretty I guess along with the Asteroth, this one also as well is one of the early Indigenous black metal albums that I have. This is Giba Ancestral War Hymns, and Giba they're no longer around. They are from the Tsimshian Indigenous tribe out in the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia, Canada. And this came out in 2009. So I got this from, I was following their Facebook page, and I think a couple of years ago, I want to say 2019, there was an update on, if anyone's interested in purchasing this, I, messaged them, and I got this through their Facebook page. Yeah, look at that artwork though, man. The artwork is so awesome. Yeah, this Giba, like I said, they're like a black metal, more like on the blackened death metal. One thing that's cool about them is that all their lyrics are sung in their language, the Tsimshian language. It's kind of hard to tell, but with the death metal and black metal vocals, but it's still really fucking awesome. Definitely check it out if you like black and death metal. Bands like Blasphemy or Archgoat. All right, this one's a Hell Throne. I believe it's like their demo / EP, and Hell Throne are a like death thrash band. I believe the members are out in Phoenix, Arizona, but the members comprise of members from the Navajo tribe. And I got this when they opened for Soulfly. I talked with them, I interviewed them. You can check it out on the podcast channel. But yeah, this is really cool. I believe there's like 5 tracks. It's death thrash metal. It reminds me of like like when Cannibal Corpse, early D-side, early Cannibal Corpse, when thrash metal and death metal were like blurring the lines and between the two. So it's really close to death and thrash. So yeah, awesome album. And then this is probably one of the more well-known bands out of the Navajo reservation. This is I Don't Conform, and this came out in 2017. This is I Don't Conform. This is their album, I think it's Sagebrush Rejects, which is kind of a funny name because Sagebrush is like a liquor store, like kind of close to where I live, and so Sagebrush Rejects is just like the guys that won't get into the liquor store because they're too messed up. But I don't know. I guess that's kind of an inside joke on their part. But this is like thrash metal. This is well produced, probably the cleanest sounding album of this music, Rez Metal music. It was produced by see, where's it at? Yeah, Fleming Rasmussen. And if you don't know, he's the guy that produced Metallica's Ride the Lightning, Master Puppets, and Justice for All. So yeah, it sounds freaking amazing. Here's the disc. Yeah, if you like thrash metal and that's, sounds like really well, produced, definitely check it out. And then this is Isatai. This is Invoking in Darkness. This is one man black metal. Isatai, it's the guy behind it, Wolfgar. He's of the Comanche tribe, and so I believe he's out of Los Angeles, but he's been putting out albums like, left and right. There's a new album that just came out in March, so I'm definitely gonna get that. But this is like really raw black metal. Like, I believe he's more influenced by the Finland black metal style. So, bands like Moonsaro, I think Tok is from that Finland. But yeah, more of that style. All right, next is Maul. I got the shirt here, Maul. So I consider them Indigenous because three of the members, including their vocalist, is from the White Earth Ojibwe reservation out in Minnesota. So the band is based out of Fargo, North Dakota. And yeah, these guys have been blowing up a lot like the last couple of years, ever since they, started putting out like demos and EPs. And I believe this is their EP, Monarchy of Mold. Okay. When I got it, it came with this like cardboard insert with just like a plastic sleeve, like a plastic slip sleeve, which I don't like that because they can, crush the case or the disc. So I just squeezed it into this the CD case. But yeah, this is like death metal, kind of more on the hardcore side. Yeah, they've been blowing up a lot. They put out this album last year, the Seraphic Punishment album, and they just signed to $20 Spin, which is a well-known record label. And yeah, so things are going good for them, and they're going to be in Albuquerque this month in April. So I'm really going to try to check that show out. Next is MIS, Merciless Indian Savages. Kill the Man, Save the Indian. So this is a thrash metal band, and the members come from different tribal nations. Their singer, Corey Ashley, is Navajo. Their guitarist, let's see, Jacob Stepetin. I believe I had to look this up. He's from the Unanganks nation out. I think that's in Alaska. And then their drummer, Joseph Manuel, I believe he's from the Hopi and Pima tribe. And then they also recruited a bass player, Ruben. He is also of the Hopi and Akamal Odom or Pima tribe. So yeah, if you like thrash metal with vocals, the vocals kind of remind me of like Exodus, kind of like that screechy like kind of thrash vocals. So yeah, really cool, really awesome. Love the artwork. I love the tracks. They're more like, I would say very like politically savvy, and most of the stuff is about like politics of being native. And then this one's a bootleg. I made this myself just because I had the hardest time trying to find this. Can't find it online. I've been to their live shows and it's always sold out. So this is Mutilated Tyrant, Dark Sign of the Baphomet. And yeah, I downloaded the album on their Bandcamp, and I was trying to find the physical like CD, but I couldn't find it. So I just took it upon myself to make a bootleg. So here's the track lists. So this is a Mutilated Tyrant's demo, Dark Sign of the Baphomet. Mutilated Tyrant is a Navajo black metal band. This demo in particular, I'd say is more like probably has like more death metal as well, like with their vocals and the like blasting riffs. I like the style though, the black and white art with the red logo. It kind of just reminds me of Archgoat or the Blasphemy, those war metal bands. So but yeah, it's freaking awesome. I do plan on getting the actual like band official release once I can get across it, but for now this is just my bootleg. But this one is their most recent EP. I'm sorry, I don't have the full translation for that, but this is their EP. I believe it came out in 2000. I want to say 2020. Yeah, you can see it's like the official like band release. Yeah, they kind of went more in like straightforward black metal on this release, and then this one too came on the cardboard sleeve, and I just like prefer the plastic case, so I just trimmed the edges and squeezed it into this. But yeah, that's Mutilated Tyrant. If you dig like raw black metal, definitely check them out. And one thing that's cool about them is that they're going to play Inferno Fest, which is like an open air European festival this month. Yeah, it's really awesome just to see like this the bands coming from this small area, Navajo reservation, make it that far and get that much recognition. Oh yeah, I forgot to show this. This is the what I Don't Conform was featured in this book and also the documentary, kind of just like their experience recording their new album and just being a band here on the reservation. So I'm going to do another like CD like showcase, but that's all I'm gonna do for now. But yeah, I'll definitely like show some more CDs and a couple tapes, couple records that I have. All right, yeah, thank you.